The latest episode of Grey's Anatomy Season 22 has left fans reeling after a shocking explosion claimed the life of one of the show's most beloved characters. In a series already known for its emotional gut punches and unexpected twists, this week's installment pushed the boundaries of heartbreak and chaos, delivering one of the most devastating moments in recent memory. The episode, titled Critical Mass, centered around a high-stakes emergency at Grey Sloan Memorial Hospital that quickly spiraled out of control. What started as a typical day in the ER turned into a nightmare when an explosion rocked the hospital's west wing, a sudden and tragic event that has now reshaped the course of the entire season. According to the storyline, the explosion was caused by a malfunction in a medical oxygen tank in one of the operating rooms. The blast was immediate and catastrophic, leaving multiple doctors and patients trapped beneath debris. The sequence was shot with intense realism, smoke, alarms, and chaos engulfing every frame, and the cast delivered some of their most emotional performances to date. As the staff scrambled to save one another, the show's veteran surgeon, Dr. Owen Hunt, Kevin McKidd, rushed into the danger zone to pull victims from the wreckage. But as the minutes ticked by and flames spread through the wing, it became clear that not everyone would make it out alive. In a heartbreaking turn of events, Dr. Miranda Bailey, Chandra Wilson, the heart and soul of Grey Sloan, was caught in the aftermath of the explosion. Bailey, who has been with the series since its first episode, was shown heroically guiding patients to safety before the blast hit. In her final moments, she stayed behind to help a trapped nurse when the ceiling collapsed. The closing scene of the episode saw her colleagues, Meredith Grey, Ellen Pompeo, in a guest appearance, Richard Webber, James Pickens Jr., and Owen Hunt, frantically digging through debris in silence as they realized she was gone. The reveal was slow, emotional, and devastating. As the hospital lights flickered and the soundtrack swelled, the audience was hit with the horrifying confirmation. Dr. Bailey had died. Fans immediately took to social media to express their shock and heartbreak. Twitter and Instagram were flooded with messages mourning the character's loss, many calling it the end of an era and the most painful death since Derek Shepherd. One fan wrote, "I can't believe Grey's Anatomy actually killed Bailey. She was the heart of the show." It won't be the same without her. Showrunner Meg Marinis spoke out following the episode's premiere, calling Bailey's death a difficult but necessary turning point for the season. Dr. Bailey represents the moral backbone of Grey Sloan, she explained. Her loss will send shockwaves through every storyline and every character. It forces everyone to question who they are without her guidance. Wilson, who has portrayed Bailey for nearly 2 decades, also addressed her departure. "It's bittersweet," she said in a post-episode interview. "I've grown up with this show. Bailey has been part of my life for so long. But every story has a new chapter, and I'm proud of how we closed hers, with courage, compassion, and heart." The episode's final moments hinted at major fallout to come. Meredith Grey, returning briefly to Seattle to mentor new residents, was seen standing outside the destroyed wing, whispering, "She built this place." Meanwhile, Richard Webber collapsed in tears, symbolizing the emotional toll the tragedy will have on the remaining doctors. Moving forward, the next few episodes will explore the aftermath of the explosion, both emotionally and professionally. Grey Sloan faces an investigation into safety protocols, while several characters battle survivors' guilt and trauma. Sources close to the production tease that the tragedy will set up a multi-episode arc focusing on rebuilding the hospital and redefining leadership. For longtime viewers, this marks another painful chapter in Grey's Anatomy's legacy of loss. From Derek Shepherd and Lexi Grey to Andrew DeLuca and now Miranda Bailey, the series continues to challenge fans' emotions and test its characters' resilience. Season 22 has already been praised for its renewed emotional depth and grounded storytelling. But this latest episode may be remembered as one of the most unforgettable in Grey's Anatomy history. The explosion not only took a cherished character, but also reignited the series' core theme, the fragile line between life and death, love and loss, healing and heartbreak. With Bailey gone, the question now is how Grey Sloan Memorial will move forward without its moral compass. One thing's for sure, the aftermath of this tragedy will shape the rest of the season, and perhaps the show's future, in ways no one could have predicted.